Hello, LGBTQ community.
I swear, people are too soft nowadays. You would not survive in the Philippines. If you hate fat jokes or body shaming, do not go to the Philippines. If you're fat, they will call you fat, and that's your new nickname. Bro, they'll call you Taba Ching Ching, Tabachoy, everything.
Use the word cinnamon in a sentence.
Lord, please send a man that is not gonna cheat on me because I am so tired of Brandon and his line. Like, please, Lord, just send a man. Send a man, Lord.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
A lot of people ask for pro-life, pro-choice content, and I know a lot of content creators here on TikTok already talked about it, so let me give you a different perspective, which is pro-life. Right, so pro-life people don't like abortion because it's murder. Okay. Then I'm going to assume you must also be against Trump, Duterte's EJK, Marcos's martial law, the defunding of the NOAA project, or the health sector in general. You must also be against the government officials who violated the protocols and were pardoned, or were given VIP treatment, right? You must be against the Dolomite Sand, the excessive funding of the military, the misuse of trillions of money, and you must be against any and every kind of oppressive system. And if you're a true pro-life, you must be with BLM, ACAB, Soja Bill, Anti-Terror Bill, LGBTQ rights in general, free sex education, healthcare for women and everyone, because if you're only a pro-life or a clump of cells, I think it's time to step back and reassess.
I have a couple questions for the boys, just to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. So when a woman's nudes are leaked, that's hot, everybody wants to see them. But when she posts promiscuous photos herself, that makes you uncomfortable. When somebody's sex tape is leaked, you've got the tissues and the lotion ready, but when they make an OnlyFans, they belong to the streets. So, are you only comfortable with women being sexualized when it's under your control, or is it the lack of consent that turns you on?
Do you think we have a queer representation on the Bible? Diba, I have suggested that there could be a same-sex relationship on the Bible. So I saw this thread from Eric Wade on Twitter. I don't have access to these arts or this manuscript, and I think it's really interesting, and I thought I might share it to you. I will put the link of the thread on the comment section if you want to see it. Boswell claimed that David and Jonathan were medieval symbols of same-sex love. Tapos Sir Eric noticed that there are medieval art that depicts King David with a lot of naked men, like this one. Makikita mo sa taas si King David kinakausap si God, tapos dito sa baba may naked men na hinahunt. Hunting was a common sexual metaphor. King David, naked men, tapos sa baba merong nagre-wrestle na men na covered with hair. Tapos may mga other example pa na nakipag-usap siya sa mga half-naked men. Half-naked David praying, tapos may badalalakan. Meron tayo, so part 2.
At kami sa LGBT community, hindi rin kami titigil hanggang sa dulo ng buhay namin, hanggang kamatayan. Ipaglalaban namin ang aming karapatan to equality to dignity dahil ninakaw ito sa amin. I am not begging Manny Pacquiao for dignity. I am not begging you for respect. I am not begging you for my humanity because you do not own my humanity. Anong sinabi ng Santo Papa ng mga Katoliko? You know, if a person is gay, and has goodwill and who seeks the Lord, who am I to judge? Manny, sino ka? Sino ka para manghusga? Saan ka kumuha ng kapangyarihan para tawagin kami na mas masahol pa sa mga hayop? Last point. Common sense ang pinag-uusapan natin. Tatakbo ka para senador? Ito ang aking katanungan. Iboboto ko ba ang isang tao na ang tingin sa akin ay mas masahol pa sa hayop? Manny, ang kasagutan, salita mo. Common sense.
Gusto ko lang i-clarify sa inyo guys na it doesn't mean na kapag top ka, ikaw na yung lalaki sa relasyon. And syempre, vice versa, hindi naman ibig sabihin ko ikaw ang bottom is ikaw na yung babae sa relasyon. Kung pareho kayong lalaki, lalaki kayo guys. If pareho kayong babae, babae kayo. So, what's the point asking sino ang lalaki, sino ang babae sa relasyon, sa same-sex relationship?
Wish people feared their sons being pedophiles, rapists, and abused.
You know what's sad about the Philippines? Is that they would rather keep this type of people in the family than a nice, loving gay child.
Sana po malaman po ng mga kabataan natin ngayon na kung gusto niyo po ng pagbabago.
May nagtagpo sa akin sa video na yon and I suggest you to watch it full para you would know the context. Tama naman po si ma'am na dapat mag-aral ng mabuti, ayusin ang buhay, and then di na kailangan mamundok para mag-demand ng change. But suggesting the youth to be passive and ayusin muna ang buhay bago mag-demand ng change, I think it's wrong. Ano man ang status mo sa buhay, you can demand for a good governance. Ayaw nyo ho ba na ngayon pa lang ay skeptical na at may critical thinking na ang mga kabataan? That's the mistake of the previous generation. Sobrang naging passive sila. Kaya naman ngayon, tingnan mo. Diba ho mas maganda na ngayon pa lang ay aware na ang ating mga kabataan and tumataas na ang kanilang demand sa mga public officials para pagdating ng mga panahon, hindi na tayo papasukin ng mga politicians na trapo. At hindi ko kailangan na nasa gobyerno ka muna bago ka makapag-demand ng change. For as long as na Filipino ka, ano man ang status mo, pwede po.
Trans women are getting killed just because they're trans women. The SOGI equality bill, it's not just for a certain group.
Even if you're a straight man, even if you're a straight woman, if you are discriminated based on how you identify, that's SOGI-based discrimination.
This is a touchy subject because, of course, the Philippines is a religious country. We're a predominantly Catholic country, but not all Filipinos are Catholic. So you should never use the Bible para i-argue na hindi ipasa yung SOGI bill. There's what we call the principle of separation of church and state. Every person has a right to their civil and secular rights. It should not be based on religion.
WHO already said that it is not a mental disorder or mental disease.
Hello, good morning at meron tayong pa-mic. Anyway, gusto ko lang magbigay ng opinion about doon sa mga nagsasabi na, uy, nag-stop the killing PH ka, tapos bigla ka nag-post ng yes to death penalty para magkaiba naman na ata yung message na gusto mong sabihin. Tapos inisip ko nung una, magkaiba kasi yung konteksto ng dalawang hashtag. So yung unang hashtag is about the police brutality or yung ginagawang unlawful killing ng PNP. Tapos yung pangalawa is dumaan sa due process kasi ang death penalty is intended para sa mga taong gumawa ng heinous crimes tulad ng rape, murder and all. So parehas na pagpatay pero yung isa lawful at yung isa plain murder. And then inisip ko bakit nila gustong ipatupad yung death penalty dahil yun sa nangyari dun sa magnanay na pinatay ng pulis. And then na-realize ko, gusto nila i-impose yung death penalty sa judicial system natin ngayon. Sa judicial system natin ngayon na faulty. The same judicial system kung saan maraming inosente ang nakukonvict dahil wala silang pambayad na magaling na attorney. And I realize, saying yes to death penalty sa sistema natin ngayon, isn't that saying yes to murder sa mahihirap na tao? I mean, good morning.
Why are straight men literally gayer than gay men?
So I lived in a dorm, right? There's this thing where they all dogpile on top of each other when when there's literally no one around, and they make moaning noises and literally hump each other. Hump each other, honey. Hump. Then one time I asked my roommate if this was normal, and apparently, in camping, like Boy Scouts, they jacked each other off. They jacked each other off. What the fuck? And I thought I was gay.
You wanna know something funny? Lahat ng mga DDS and homophobic Filipinos are the same as racist Americans and Trump supporters. I wonder. Remember how there used to be like a lot of protests with the Black Lives Matter? And all the whites were, all lives matter, all lives matter. Etong mga Pilipino, so GB lang sasabihin nila na mas importante na yung mga LGBT community. We just want equality, bro. It's so funny how you guys are the same.
Colonial mentality that makes Filipinos think that our shows are bad?
I don't think it's colonial mentality at all. I think it's many Filipinos realizing that Filipino mass media has failed us. Filipino mass media has failed to evolve with the times. I am 32 years old and I've been consuming products of Filipino mass media for 20 plus years. And I'm not lying when I tell you this. It's very formulaic in a sense that it doesn't encourage critical thinking from Filipinos at all. Formulae for noontime shows are the same, game shows are the same, plot lines, storylines, you get method actors, same jokes for gag shows, misogynist, sexist roles, even misogynist and sexist lines, LGBTQ jokes that are very damaging to them, same. And I'm just happy that there are people who go against the grain, but for the most part, it's still there.
Guys, I'm tired. I'm tired of some, let me make it clear, some of these straight people taking everything from us. I just saw like maybe 3 videos on my For You page. I was like, the audio said, Ate, saan mo nabili yung top mo? And then the girl showed her boyfriend. So I'm just like, so straight people are using top and bottom now? First of all, if you want to use terms like that, your terms are dom and sub, dominant and submissive. Top and bottom are queer terms for queer relationships. Straight relationships do not adhere to the top and bottom terms. That is not your term. Do not use it. I don't fucking care if I'm gatekeeping. Don't fucking use it if you are in a straight relationship or if you are straight.
Hinga mo na ako malalim, sis. Po. Kuya, anong gusto mong ipahiwatig? Na porket bakla, tas nakasama ka sa kwarto, may gagawin na sa'yo? Sana tanungin mo muna yung bakla kung gusto ka niyang makasama sa kwarto. Kwentuhan lang kita, gigigil ako sa'yo. Ang dami kong guy friend na nakasama sa kwarto. Minsan nakakasipin ko pa nga pero hindi ganyan sila mag-react nung nakasama nila ako sa kwarto. Kasi, hindi lahat ng baklang nasa isip mo ay ganun na. Pag may baklang kasama ka sa kwarto, mamanyaking ka na. Kuya, binabase din naman sa itsura. Meron din naman kaming standards kung tawagin. Okay? Love you.
What is this I hear that K-pop stance is slowly being turned into communists with words like awareness on geopolitics?
If someone gets her point, please make me understand, because it's literally pointless as fuck. We don't treat K-pop idols as gods. We stand them for their talents. Unlike you, who treat you-know-who as a god.
Jam Maligno is back. Kung ang Pizza Hut nagbibigay ng free bottomless cold water sa mga kumakain sa kanila, sa mga taong pinagsisilbihan nila, bakit may isang jam dito na sinusumbat sa mga negatron at critics ng gobyerno ang pagbibigay ng libreng bakuna? Hindi ba yun sinumpaang tungkulin? Katulad na ng panunumbat nyo sa mga medical frontliners na kung magreklamo sila dahil pagod na sila, hindi nyo pa rin mag-gets ang sinasabi ko. It's just because you're slow. At anong gagawin nyo kung slow kayo? Mag-isip-isip kayo. Kuhang-kuha ko na ba kung paano magsalita ang isang jam magno? Makapagsalita kayo, akala nyo may ambag kayo sa pagpapagawa ng ilong ko ay yung mga bahay nyo mas maliit pa sa lalagyan ng Diyos.
Tanong lang, bakit pag nagstay ka ng extra hours sa office para mag-work, walang pumapansin? Pero pag na-late ka ng 5 minutes, para kang nakakommit ng mortal sin.
What I hate about not being straight in the Philippines is if you're gonna come out like, Ma, I'm not straight, I like girls. And sabihin ka, kulang ka ng pananalig sa Diyos, putang ina, agnostic ako. Thanks.
As a communication professor and public speaking coach, I get this question a lot. How do I become a good public speaker? Kalimutan nyo na lahat ng ituro ko about communication, wag lang ito. According to Quintillion, a good speaker is a good man speaking well. Notice the placement of the key terms, a good person first, at parang incidental na lang yung speaks well. You want people to believe you when you speak? You want to lead people? You want to inspire them to reach their dreams? Motivate them to be better? Convince them to cooperate? Work on your character first. Work on your values, empathy, compassion, belief system. That will teach you what to say and give you the conviction to say them. Hindi na nadaan sa grammar lang o ganda ng boses o social na accent. More important than all those technicalities, work on what's inside, and your lips will organically transform those into words that truly matter. You don't have to be a saint, you just have to have good intentions for your audience, the people.
That's happening in 2018. You're competing against Angela Ponce, Miss Spain, who is a transgender woman. What is your stand on, a transgender woman being one of the competitors in the Universe 2018?
I'm open to it because individually, I see beauty queens more than
a physical aspect. We represent something. That has to be what we're there for. And she has a purpose. She is that voice for the transgender community. And if she can further educate people about what are the needs of the transgender community to get us to be more compassionate towards them, because I have close friends who are transgender, so I've heard their experiences, and there is a lot of work to be done in how we come towards them.
And Kat, if you're asked the question, can you just add one line? Please tell the world that the universe knows that Angela Ponce is a woman.
Because she didn't just wake up one day and was like, oh, I feel like being a woman today.
She is a woman.
She feels it in herself. That
She
is who
identifies
she is.
herself as a woman.
Exactly.
And therefore, she is a woman. Last question. I am Catriona Gray, and
I am Miss Universe 2018.
I know a man pretending to be a woman when I see one, and I see three right in front of me. This is not that kind of establishment.
Wait a minute. Girl.
God may have blessed you with Barbies, a backyard with a pony in it, a boyfriend named Jake, and an unwanted pregnancy that your father paid to terminate so you could go to college and major in being a basic bitch. None of these things make you a woman.
Clear your throat. Lubricate. Now read that bitch.
Your uniform of ill-fitting J. Crew culottes, fake pearls, and 50-cent scrunchies cannot conceal the fact that you do not know who you are. I know our presence threatens you. We fought for our place at this table, and that has made us stronger than you will ever be. Now pick your jaw up off the floor and go back to your clam chowder and shallow conversations. My girlfriends and I aren't going anywhere.
Okay guys, good morning. Have a great day and God bless. Ingat pagpasok. If life fuck you hard today, fuck it harder tomorrow. Okay? Guys, kung stress ka man ngayon or hindi umangkop sa'yo yung araw mo ngayon at sobrang bigat ng araw mo ngayon, malay mo naman tomorrow, ganun pa din. Char. Hindi, malay mo tomorrow, iba naman, magiging masaya naman yung araw mo tomorrow. Lahat naman tayo dumadanas ng stress everyday, lalo na sa trabaho. So, what we can do for ourselves is to enjoy life, okay? And always give happiness to others, and always commit to doing one nice thing for yourself every day, okay? Love you.